Hello everyone, my name is Ricardo and I've been working for nearly 5 years in this project. I thought it was about time to start going through the history of the project and talk about the journey from the beginning until now, how the game evolved, problems I faced, and even some funny moments along the way. In this video you will see how the game was at the start and how it evolved all the way until May 2019, when I started posting on YouTube. Most of these videos I haven't posted on YouTube yet. So let's get started, and I hope you enjoy the journey through the beginning. In the beginning of the project I had barely scratched Unity, and so I was just trying to get something basic going. I added a terrain, some props, a character, and just played around a bit to get something really basic. At this stage it was mostly a process of discovery and learning, playing with the terrain, raising, lowering it, making the character move. So basic stuff. Then I added basic networking, which was mostly just entering the world with a character and moving around. This was with UNet, which was later discontinued, and it was a really rough implementation with just bare minimums. But with this I could already experiment with increasing or lowering the amount of packets per second, see what kind of messages I would be needing to deal with everything, from logging into the world or moving the character, do some basic interactions, and so this was the base that I would be working on top of for the next months until I eventually changed to another library, but we'll get there. At this point I needed a UI to represent state and other aspects of the game, for example character health, action bars, or even a spell being cast, the chat. And so I got an asset, and you can see that I had to turn off a lot of stuff because it really offers a lot out of the box, but at this point I just need the character unit frames, action bars, and chat further on. After that I started working on NPC movement and patrolling, so I could start sprinkling the world with some creatures roaming around, some guards, and eventually use it to chase the player. This system had both waypoint defined patrolling and moving randomly within a certain area. Here there was an issue with reaching the target destination before proceeding to the next goal, and what's happening here is that the NPC keeps overshooting the destination because it would have to arrive within a very precise range. But eventually the system was changed, and it doesn't really matter how fast it's going or anything like that, it just arrives at the destination, kind of like snaps the last movement. And then I started working in the combat system, which was a mix of netcode, server validations, animations, and UI. And at this point it's a really simple system that just deals with physical attacks. I would send a command to the server would validate if I'm in a range and I can attack, I'm alive. And then the server would send the command back to the client would execute an animation if it was allowed to attack. And of course any health information will be sent by the server, and you can see the UI also updates when the character gets hit. I also added a different state, a state where the character is dead, and so when this happens I have to deactivate all the different systems that would be going on, for example the pathfinding and roaming around, all that stuff. Then I spent some time working on the environment a little bit, and you can still see the original rock formation there from the previous clips. So now that I have basic networking, character movement, NPCs and combat, it's time to add a quest system. For a basic quest system I would need a title, a description and an objective, and the initial iteration I believe was just to pick a mushroom, I think, and it was even hard-coded, so I just wanted to get something basic done. Okay, so you get a quest, you accept it, there's an objective, and after you complete it, then you get a notification of a new state of the quest. And so I got this done, and it was fairly easy. And from there I worked my way to a more complete quest system that would allow different types of objectives and also rewards. So I kept on working on the quest system and plugged everything together, the UI with the quest data and state, and even added some voices to improve the experience. And I ended up with this.
How can I help you? Guard your beard, my friend. Guard your beard, my friend. How are you? Keep your feet on the ground.
And that was the first video I published on YouTube about the project. From May 2019 I started publishing devlogs about the project, and you can find a lot of information about the development since that point. But I will add more content in this video because I think there are lots of clips that would be interesting to see that I didn't put in the devlogs. The next video will pick up from this point, and meanwhile you can take a look at the first videos I posted on YouTube since May 2019. Until then, I will see you in the next video. Bye. If you are new to the channel, I am publishing devlogs and sharing my experience with creating an MMORPG in Unity. You can see my previous devlogs since May 2019, and there is even a lot of material that I haven't posted yet from the very beginnings, and I plan to publish some of it later on. So if you want to get notified when new videos are out, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Because I am a small content creator, smashing the like button will help me out a lot.